Hey guys, Jessica here with that hashtag show, and today I've got some character updates for the upcoming film Captain Marvel. When we started digging around to figure out Ben Mendelsohn's role in Captain Marvel, we found out more than we expected. In addition to the information we found on Mendelsohn, we also now have key details and some guesses about 3 supporting roles in the film that we believe are Skrulls. We'll start with the character breakdowns and then we'll get into who we think they are. The first one is Alpha, female, 20 to 49, fight experience, dance or gymnastics preferred. The second is Delta, male, 20 to 49, must be over 6 feet tall with broad shoulders and muscular. Next is supporting male number 2, male, 35 to 45, a chiseled, cocky guy who is large in stature but not as big as Delta. So those are fairly generic descriptions, but keeping them in the context with the movie, things start to piece together. So here's who we think these characters are. Starting with supporting male number 2, we are pretty sure this role is the Skrull known as Titanus. Titanus was a Skrull born without the shape-shifting capabilities for which the other members of the race are known. After going through the Super Skrull project, Titanus gained incredible strength and a healing factor, but also raged out against his people, causing major destruction before going off-world. Titanus eventually ended up on Earth under the control of another alien race, fighting an assemblage of Earth's mightiest heroes, defeating them all, including the Hulk, time and time again before killing himself. The most interesting thing about Titanus' assault on Earth was the location. We know that Avengers 4 will take place in part in Japan, though we don't have much context for what brings the heroes there in the midst of the Infinity War. We also know that Captain Marvel will emerge from a long absence in Avengers 4. It is interesting that Titanus could be in the link, given his comic book battle with the Avengers taking place in Tokyo. It's also possible that since Marvel Studios can't use Super Skrull, they are adapting Titanus in his place. Of course, that's just speculation on our part, but it's worth considering. We do believe we've already seen a first look at Titanus in the concept art revealed at San Diego Comic-Con 2017. Now we're just waiting to see what part he'll play in the films. We don't know any more about either Alpha or Delta than what was in those breakdowns, but we do have some ideas about who they might be based on some key players in the Kree-Skrull War, and that could possibly set up some major plot points for future films. It's possible that Alpha could be the Skrull princess Enel, daughter of the Skrull Emperor Doric VII. Enel could be a very interesting addition both for the role she could play in this film and for what she might set up for the future. Enel's father Doric was on the throne when the long-running Kree-Skrull War reignited with Earth as the centerpiece. The Kree-Skrull presence on Earth raised the suspicion of Doric, who sent the Super Skrull to Earth to take on the Kree agent Mar-Vell. As the Kree-Skrull War raged anew, Enel and Mar-Vell went full Romeo and Juliet, falling in love with each other and eventually producing a hybrid Kree-Skrull child. Enel sent the child away to Earth, saving his life, where he grew up as Teddy Altman and became the young Avenger known as Hulkling. Though as of right now, there's no way of knowing for sure if Alpha is Enel, there are certainly other female Skrulls, like the Super Skrull known as God Killer, who could show up in the movie. We know the Kree-Skrull War plays a big part in the film and that Enel's family plays a big role in it. With that in mind, while the character would need to be retooled a bit, we think that Delta might be Doric. There has to be at least one Skrull we love to hate, and Doric would fit that bill. If one of the film's subplots follows the star-crossed lovers Mar-Vell and Enel, we could see the worst side of Doric when he decrees that their son, his grandson, be killed because he is a half-breed. Additionally, Doric was integral in the Skrull invasion of Earth, which they believed to be their prophesied new land. He didn't live to see the invasion since he was murdered by his wife, but he was the one responsible for collecting DNA samples of many Earth's heroes, which made it possible for their powers to be used by the Skrulls. So that's what we've got for you guys this time. What do you guys think about our choices? Are we right? Are we wrong? Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear from you guys. That is it for this week's hashtag show. I am Jessica. We have new videos premiering all week long. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hang here for everything trending in geek pop culture.